All right, for more analysis, would being joined by Effiom Effiom. He's the country director, Mary Stopes International, Nigeria. Thanks for coming on Newsnight.
Thank you, Chris. How are you?
Very well, thank you. And the issue of reproductive health with the Child Rights Act is being, a recurring phenomenon that seems for some people there isn't much improvement. There isn't much, to say there, because we still see the subjugation of women, their rights taken away, cultural and religious inhibitions, against them are factors that continue to suppress them. How do you score the issue here in Nigeria?
Well, thank you, Chris. A lot has happened in the last couple of years around reproductive health and rights. The federal government has led the charge in a lot of ways, and a lot of development partners and implementing partners like Mary Stopes have worked to ensure that first that we begin to understand that sexual and reproductive health and right is one of the fundamental human health rights enshrined in the Universal Declaration of Rights. People, women, girls have the right to choose a reproductive method, when and when not to have kids, when and when not to become pregnant. And that right should not be denied them. And related to that also is the fact that the Child Rights Act also states clearly the right of children from even up to sexual abuses and violations. So the country is moving, but maybe not at the pace we want to see it move. And that's where Mary Stopes, in collaboration with the Federal Ministry of Health, thought we should gather together our religious leaders and traditional leaders to have a broader conversation and go deep to talk about what is the role of the traditional institutions and religious institutions in ensuring that our people, our women, our girls, our men understand the importance of sexual and reproductive rights. Let me put it this way.
What kind of feedback did you get after that 2 days gathering with the traditional rulers? Because we know majorly that religion and culture, tradition, are the two inhibiting factors denying women the rights.
Well, it's not the only. It's one of a lot of myths and misconceptions exist within what do we understand within these religious beliefs, and what we understand within our cultural practices that inhibit or create resistance to family planning. One of the shocking things also, like you've heard some of the people, our understanding is poor of what sexual and reproductive health right is, what family planning is, what healthy child spacing is, the implication of this to our well-being as a nation. Statistically, 1 in every 48 human beings currently resides in Nigeria. Right? An average Nigerian woman will have 2.3 children, 5.3 children in her lifetime, which you see is even worse in the rural areas. It gets as much as 8 children per woman. Now, we also understand that because of these birth indices, our women are dying. Averagely, we know that the lifetime risk of pregnancy is 1 in every 34 women. Now, Nigeria has 20% of the world's burden on maternal death. Related to this is the fact that women want to space their children, they are not afforded the opportunity. When they get pregnant, there's only either they give birth, or if there's an unwanted pregnancy, half of that we know leads to unsafe abortion. Right? And those unsafe abortion is the critical reasons why close to 30% of these deaths I've mentioned happen in Nigeria. So there is a big problem here. But beyond that, also, Chris, is what we talked about, which is around, it is a human right for men and women, boys and girls, to aspire to good health aspire to be productive. And when these people are functioning in the, when all this comes together, we will see a healthy nation and a prosperous one also.
A prosperous one indeed, and that's what all Nigerians are looking forward to. Effiom, I'm so sorry, time is not so much on our side, but I'm sure we'll be giving you more opportunities on across Arise programs, to expatiate your thoughts and what Mary Stopes and other NGOs are doing to alleviate the suffering of the Nigerian woman when it comes to reproductive health and the Child Act rights. Thank you very much for coming.